not just the schools to be involved, but the communities to be involved with youngsters who come to us with little or no language skills, and also many of whom come with a real deficit in their educational background. So it was interesting, and we hope that the people that were there that could do something about it, heard what was being said.
Were they only speaking about Roosevelt, or were they speaking?
No. This was supposed to be to give the chancellor a picture of the issue on Long Island. So there were people there. They had a couple of superintendents. They had a representative from Brentwood, for instance, a superintendent from Glen Cove. So they tried to incorporate districts that have a real issue with large numbers of ELL kids coming in. And then the other thing that I attended, I was invited. BOCES sponsored an opportunity for members of the educational community to comment on the new ESSA regulations and guidelines, and they're looking for input from a variety of people. They're looking for input from everybody from school board members to administrators to teachers and parents, and this was on a wide variety of topics that had to do with teacher preparation and testing requirements, and alternative educational opportunities, and many other subjects. So again, it would be nice if they would listen to what everybody had to say, and I'm not that optimistic that they did. But anyway, so that was just a couple of things.
I did just want to mention, I was hoping there would be more people here, but the Baldwin Educational Assembly, I'm the liaison from the board to the BEA. They are studying some really interesting topics this year. Just real quick for those who may not know, the BEA is essentially a research arm of the board. We come up with charges, we test them, we're doing research on, and so this year they're researching things like bond offerings in other school districts and what those districts have done to get the community to buy in to bond offerings. Social media, they're looking at how districts use social media to communicate and things like that. So if you are interested in participating in any of these committees, if you want to come up to me after the meeting, I can share that information with you. The commitment is generally one meeting a month, so it's not that much of a commitment. And they do really great work. They did great work last year on foundations and other topics. So I would encourage anyone out there who is interested in participating in some way. This is open to, you don't have to have kids in school. It's open to any community members. So it may be if you are yourselves either overcommitted or maybe not interested, but you have people that you know that are interested, I can share some information with you. So that's what I wanted to share. Nothing else? All right. We are going to open up for comment period 2. Before we do that, I have some dates that I want to announce. Schools are closed this Friday for Veterans Day. That's November 11th. Schools are closed again for Thanksgiving, November 24th and 25th. I guess before that, we have Shrek the Musical taking place at the high school. It's a great show. I think Pinocchio is the best character. It's just, I say that because that's my daughter's Pinocchio. The performances will start, it's next week already. November 17th, it's an afternoon matinee performance at 4 p.m. at the high school. Those tickets are $8. The Friday the 18th, there's a performance at 7:30. Those tickets are $13. And then there are 2 performances on Saturday, November 19th. One at 2 p.m. Those tickets are $12. Another performance at 7:30 p.m. and those tickets are $13. Up at the high school, we got an email. There's a Meet the Characters after the 2 p.m., right, on the Saturday matinee performance. Does anyone remember?
Yeah, you sent that email.
Yeah. Okay. So if you want to meet the characters, you can do that after the Saturday performance. So schools are closed again for elementary students only, though, Friday, December 2nd. It's at parent-teacher conferences. Okay, good. We've got a number of holiday concerts coming up in December, and our next Board of Education meeting is Wednesday, December 14th at 8 p.m. at Lennox School. All right, so now I'm going to open up For comment period 2, as I said earlier, there is no limitation on the subject matter of questions or comments you may have during this period. This is also a timed period, it's 30 minutes, no more than 30 minutes. Again, each individual can speak for up to 3 minutes. Again, give us your name and address when you approach the microphone so that we can get back to you if we need to, and address your questions to me, and we ask that you do so respectfully. Additionally, I forgot to mention this earlier, we do not talk about individual staff members or individual students in this open forum. So with that, I'm going to open up the comment period.
Robert Kugelbass, 979 Van Buren Street. I just want to revisit the issue of the chair abusing their position and showing their biases. I'm reminded last year, the same thing happened, sort of. I spoke on, in one period, way too long. I think it was like 16 minutes. And the next board meeting, that type of behavior was reprimanded, and rightly so. I pleaded no contest. And yet, a couple of months later, we had the mural brouhaha, and this gal from the class of '59 stood up, who happened to be on the same side of the position as the board chairperson. And she spoke for 17 minutes. And the chairperson just sat back and just, let her speak and let her speak. That was 2 months after reprimanding that behavior. So what I'm pointing out to you is that there's a certain bias there, and you have a responsibility. If you're asking for respect, you need to give respect to the people who comments. You've cut the periods down to 3 minutes and 3 minutes, so it's already limited that way. So you need to show a little leeway and not interfere so much, and just let people speak. It's a 3-minute comment period. It can only go 3 minutes. Getting back to the budget, you ran a $12 million budget surplus last year, and you also increased the budget $2.5 million. So you just keep on piling on these budget surpluses. The year before it was $8.5 million, and the year before was $8.3 million, and the year before that was $6.4 million. Now, the 2014 year is relevant because that was the year you told the residents to go out and fundraise for the musicals, go out and fundraise for sports. We don't have the money. And then you still ran an $8.3 million budget surplus on that year. So you really owe the people of Baldwin an apology, and you owe them a tax cut because you just keep on racking up these budget surpluses. The controller has already put our financial stress level at 0. It's really like now probably at about -15. Stress comes in at about 60. So you keep on racking up the money, and to the point that you don't even know where to put it anymore. You've exceeded the limit of 4%. You're up to 6% on the rainy day fund. So you're really out of control, and you're really showing abuse to the people of Baldwin. And what are we getting for our money? Well, here is another metric. Every time a metric comes out in Newsday, I rank you, and you're always in the top of the bottom quartile. We're in the bottom quartile. When you're the top of the bottom quartile, but we're always among the same schools, Glen Cove and Hempstead and Lawrence and Roosevelt and Uniondale. And this is on the AP and so forth. So you're not making progress. You're always in the same position. We're spending a lot of money for this. It's a good school district. I'm not complaining that it's an average school district. I'll say you're an average school district. You're bottom quartile. I'll say you're an average school district. But the kids, in North Carolina and Minnesota, they're getting the same education. They're getting a good education. They have school plays that they don't have to fundraise for. And we're just wasting a lot of money here because you haven't done the job. And I'll also point out—
Mr. Kugelmas, your 3 minutes is up. Thank you for your comments.
Hello, Marie Marie Healy, 711 Barnes Avenue. I am one of the co-presidents here at Steele School, the PTA. And I just wanted to add a comment because you heard from our administration at the school and you heard from one of our fantastic teachers, but from a parent perspective, I'd like you to know that your appreciation of the science curriculum and your support of it and your understanding that it fosters writing, it fosters math through the science content is an incredible decision because our children come home inspired. I can speak specifically to my son who I've seen the shift since the time he's come because he's in 3rd grade now. So he missed out on this specific curriculum being introduced. But from kindergarten to 1st and then 2nd grade where science, the district really realized that science needs to be brought back and made a major focus. He's become a writer, he never was. He's become an illustrator, he wasn't interested in it. Today, his class was given new pets, and that was the first thing he said to me when he walked through the door, was that we got our turtles, and he had written in his agenda exactly what they're called, and it's inspiring learning. They want to come to school, and you can feel the difference in the environment. So from a parent perspective, it's very much appreciated, and we love our school.
Thank you very much. All right, seeing that there are no other people with comments, I'm going to ask for a motion to adjourn. Moved by the choir on my right, Mrs. Reed, seconded by Mrs. Zareska. All those in favor? Aye. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Kids aren't expecting yet. By the way, excellent presentation. I'm not just saying.
same day and time, or do we just go?
That's a hard one. I'm either going Friday night or, so I can't go Saturday, I can't go Saturday. I'm either doing Thursday or Friday. I'm
I
going
might
Friday.
try to do, yeah, because I'd like to get my 4-year-old and my niece to take her.
Yeah, Soraya's going.